Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's Deb Naylor with the Flying Stamper, and I'm coming here today to talk to you about the October 2021 paper pumpkin kit called Peaceful Christmas. So I know a few of you are going to jump on with me today, so I'm going to give everybody just a minute or two to jump on, and then I will, hi Sue, I will start talking about this month's kit, and I'll show you some alternates and give you some ideas of how to kind of double down on your kit. So if you've jumped on, just say hello. I'm trying to find myself on my laptop, see if I can come on. Hi Tammy, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I know that sometimes these little impromptu things work out really well for some of us, and others you can always watch the replay, so don't stress out if you see that I'm on and it's not a good time for you, because I do go ahead and publish these in YouTube, and then they're always available on Facebook too. So I hope everybody's having a great fall morning. I'm happy to see that it's not rainy or windy here. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully some of you will join. So the October kit is called Peaceful Christmas, and it makes 10 Christmas cards and 5 of 2 different designs. So let me get those out. Here's the box that it came in. If you didn't get the box this month, it's beautiful. It's going to be really nice for repurposing for either mailing or wrapping a Christmas gift in. And so let me show you the 2 cards that it makes. So here's one of them. It's a really pretty kind of a black and white card, and then it's got a lot of silver in it. Hi Kathy, thanks for joining me. And then you've got your little embellishments, your tags, and then these little shimmery gems, which are just gorgeous. I don't know if you can see them that well on the video or not, but they're really pretty. And then the cards also come with, hi Tammy, some beautiful envelopes. I love this. I always like to stamp the front of my envelopes, but these are just absolutely gorgeous. And then the back is also, it looks like it's lined. So really cute. Coordinating envelopes this month. So that's one of the cards. And then here's the second one. And these are made just as the kit is designed. And speaking of which, I don't have a lot of tips for you this month. The kit, actually, the directions are really good, and the photos are really good, and it goes together really, really well. My only real tips to you are when you put in your trees, I always try to hide the glue dots because sometimes they kind of show a little bit. So if you put them underneath where the banner is going to go and the Noel, you won't see them. That's how mine are here. Other than that, the kit is super easy to put together, and you will have 10 Christmas cards done in a matter of less than an hour, I would say. The stamp set is gorgeous. I really like that there's a couple of different outside sentiments. So there's Merry Christmas, Peaceful Christmas Wishes, and Holiday Cheer. And then there's things to put on the inside as well. So I love it when they do that. And then there's some coordinating trees to go with the kit as well. Our spot this month is the shaded spruce, and I have the same tip that I have for you every month. I take my paper snips and I open up my spot just on one end, so leave the other side attached, and that way your lid's never lost. And then you always want to store your spots upside down so the ink is up on the top of them. And I like to put a little punch out of the paper color on the back just so it's easier for me to find. You could also write with a black Sharpie on this too. After you have a few of them, then it becomes difficult to find them. And I store my spots in a paper pumpkin box. So I just take the paper pumpkin box and I cut the lid off. I actually turn this one inside out, and then I just store them like that. And it holds, let's see, about 20, I think. So I've actually got 2 of them going now. I've been a subscriber for, well, since the program started, and I don't even think I ever skipped any months. If I did, it was only 1 or 2. So there you go. That's some tips there on that. What you're going to need to assemble your project is obviously the things that came in the kit. A D-block. If this is your first time to get a kit, a D-block was included. And then I like to use the piercing mat. And this is available in the catalog. If you don't already have one, it's $5. It just gives a little extra cushion with these photopolymer. And then you need a pair of scissors. And I use the paper snips, but any scissors will do. So you really don't need much. If it's your first time to get the kit, the only thing you really need is the scissors. And if you've been getting the kit for a while, then you'll need to grab a D-block. And then you're good to go. Okay, so let's talk about some alternates. Let me put these things away. So your kit comes in and you have, this is one of your cards, if you fold it in half. And you'll notice the back is absolutely gorgeous. So if you cut this in half, like this, you really now have 2 beautiful card fronts. So this would make 5 cards, but if you cut this in half and you layer it on a piece of Whisper White cardstock, you can get 10 cards out of it. So you can double down your kit really easily. And let me show you a couple of ideas that I've done with that double downing. So you will have one leftover label when you get through. There's 6 on your sheet in case you have an error. So if you don't make any errors or stamping boo-boos, then you'll have one of these left over. So that's all I've done to this. And then you can stamp the inside. Now, if you don't have any of these left over, these little white scraps that we always seem to have left over when we're making cards, I just did this one with one of the lovely label punch. And that is actually from the kit as well. And then I've stamped the inside. And then if you want to jazz up your envelopes, I took the tree stamp that was in the kit too and just kind of coordinated it. So really I haven't added much. Now I don't know if you can see those, but there are some really teeny tiny stars that I put on top of these trees, and I want to show you how I got those. In the holiday catalogs there is a new star punch and bundle. You see that okay? So I got the star, it's that right there, and you know where I got the silver foil? Was the leftover Noel. So this is your negative from the Noels that go on the other card that we haven't talked about yet. And I just grabbed, you've got little extra little edges here, and so I just grabbed those stars right out of there. I always like to use, especially the pretty paper, for any kind of little punch outs that I can get. It kind of stretches your kit a little bit further, and it adds just a little teeny bit of charm to this card. By the way, these will all be posted on the Facebook page, and some of them will be posted on my blog as well if you're not a Facebook subscriber. Okay, so that's an idea to double down that one. So let's look at the other kit, the other cards. So you have enough supplies to make 5 of these, right? If you don't fiddle around with it at all. And this is a beautiful card. So to stretch it, though, let me give you a couple of ideas. So you have these trees, right? And you punch those out. So they come on this vellum sheet here. Wouldn't you know, my phone would ring? It never rings until I decide to do a Facebook Live. And of course, I always forget to turn it off in my studio. Sorry. So you punch out your vellum trees, and then you have this negative left over. So you could use this like I did with the little stars. You can get some punch outs out of that. But I'm going to show you another idea. You can take that and you can lay it over any color of cardstock. I used garden green in this. No, this is shaded spruce, sorry. I used shaded spruce, and I just cut it to the same width but a little bit longer on the top. So I laid that on top, and then I used a couple of my punch outs and added some ribbon, and then it's the card base is real red. So that's, you can get 5 of those. So that's another way to double down. And you're not really using anything out of this kit. So you're not altering this card at all. You're just using this, what would be garbage. Of course, everyone that knows me knows that negatives are not garbage. I'm always going to find some kind of use for them. So hang on to those. So that's another way to get 5 cards fairly inexpensively. You wouldn't have to use the ribbon. And if you don't have these punches, look for some dies in your die inventory. Okay, so then another idea with that, because you have some more negatives. Actually, I've got a couple ideas. So you have this checkered base here. It comes on this sheet like this. And so you have this piece and the circle that goes on the other card, and then this that goes on underneath the Noel, and this. And when you punch that out, you have this negative left. Okay, so let's talk about what we can do with that negative. All right, so if you trim it off right here, so all you're going to have left is this cutout and this circle here, you'll have a piece that looks like this. And you can use this as a layer. And I've mounted this on some basic white and then the shaded spruce, and I embossed this with the evergreen embossing folder. And then I did add a couple punches. This is where I really like to use my punches, is for these negatives. Or you could use dies too, whatever you have. I use the tailored tag, and then this is the layering circle dies. And I just stamped that tree stamp out of the kit with the shaded spruce. And again, I added some real red ribbon and then my inside. Okay, so that's one idea with this. Now here is another one. Get this out of the way. All right, so this one, if you don't have the evergreen folder, this is still just this thing. I flipped it this way. So again, remember I trimmed that off. And so it's just this white piece here, and I actually used this little box or window here to put my sentiment on the inside. So you can get 10 more cards, just adding a few little, snippets of materials, some basic white cardstock with this, and then you can get 5 with this, the vellum layover. All right, and then I showed you how to double down that. So you can get about 25 cards out of this kit if you would like to. You can really get your money's worth on this one. Let's see, do I have any more ideas here? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it on my alternates. So I'm going to post those for you later today. Let's talk a little bit about the upcoming kit for November. So that particular kit is going to be gift packaging, and it is called Gift Galores, and it will make 9 oversized treat boxes with coordinating food-safe bags. It's going to arrive again in a special box, and you'll be able to make 3 different designs, so you'll make 3 of each. I'm thinking this little snowman guy is a little box of some assortment, so we'll probably get 3 of those, and then 3 of something else and 3 of something else. Of course, it will come with an exclusive stamp set, and they've already told us that the spot is going to be Flirty Flamingo. The other colors that go with this kit are Evening Evergreen, Old Olive, Pool Party, Pop and Poppy Parade. So it sounds really fun. I like to make homemade goodies over the holidays and gift to my neighbors and friends and family. So I think this will come in really handy for that. I think you will probably be able to put small gifts in it too if you didn't want to do food. And remember, you don't have to make homemade food. There's always little cute treats and things that you can get out in the grocery store and Costco and different places, so that you don't have to actually bake or make things if that's not your jam. So get in on this kit. If you're not already subscribed to the Paper Pumpkin, you'll want to subscribe by November 10th. And if you need help with that, if this is your first month, just let me know. I'm happy to help you with that. And if you want to suspend your account for November, then be sure you do that before November 10th as well. Next week, next Tuesday night, will be the Paper Pumpkin Blog Hop. So there will be a lot more ideas shared for the October kit there. So be sure and tune in there. And where do you find that at? Well, you're going to find it on my blog, flyingstamper.blogspot.com. If you aren't currently a subscriber, you can go on there right now and fill out the little entry form that pops up at you and become a subscriber so you don't miss out on any of my fun inspiration or Stampin' Up! Specials or, whatever's going on. I also do a newsletter a couple times a month, early in the month and then late in the month, and I try to share some stamping inspiration as well as letting you know what's going on in this world of Stampin' Up! So I hope this is helpful and you guys have a really great time with your kit this month. Refills, if they're available, will come out on Monday. So watch the website. I'll try to put something here on the Facebook page as well. And refills sometimes sell out really quickly. Looking around on Facebook and hearing other feedback, people really love this kit. And because it is easy stamping, I think it's probably going to go pretty fast. So if you are interested in getting a refill kit, I would take care of that on Monday. The other thing I wanted to mention about this is even though this card has designed to be a Christmas card, when I look at it, I think that it could actually be a really great guy card too, or a masculine card, and not necessarily Christmas, because even though it's really pretty and it's got the shimmery silver stuff in it, I think that you could use it for a masculine card or other needs. So I hope you guys are having a great day and everybody has a really wonderful weekend. And I will get these up on the Facebook page. Probably I'll be able to get that all done today, I'm hoping. I will see some of you at the Pick-a-Punch class next month or next week. I'm looking forward to that, seeing some of you next Friday or Saturday and some of you virtually. And again, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. Talk to you next time. Take care.